We are but nanoscopic cells. We are the macrocosm, where we are in everything, and everything is in us.
What is the reason
for your living. We ignore the quintessent demand of our inner being, those which are spiritual and desired by every human heart. Just like a fountain must overflow, the soul needs to be rejuvenated. Do you want to live as many years as I have? What is the hurry? I once dreamed that my soul disappeared. It flew away, gliding through the millennia, searching rest in a place where time knows no end. A place where the soul paints its memories with echoes of transfiguration and renaissance. I envisioned a colossal sequoia tree and an eagle, both soaring in the spiraling winds. Then time was reborn, and by the dawn of the day, when the celestial dome burst into flaming colors, my soul returned, and like a stranger, it was learning my name again. Who am I? I'm a musician, nurtured by the rays of light. I want to contribute something positive to the reason for our existence. Our soul separates itself from idle chatter to probe the voice of our inner conscience. Who we are is interpreted through the music of our lives. Some people play it well and others efficiently. Some of us tune our life with the purest frequency, while others are satisfied with an unmelodious instrument. You will live in the sunshine of eternal luminosity upon completing the music of your concert. Then the velvet curtain will fall, and you will renew the sound that emanates from your being to prepare your heart for another recital. When you have tuned your chords to a perfect pitch, you will continue life's cycle enriched by an unending metamorphosis. The heart will overflow with timeless music, and the spirit will be renewed. Today, I observe the meanders of my quest. They reveal the meaning of my life. Each day has offered me opportunities to discover a new and lively way of seeing and feeling. I've learned to cultivate the gift of observing myself from the outside, gathering and transmitting information about my cosmic exploration. I have traveled from one continent to another to blossom between new insights and perspectives, which have led me to understand myself more thoroughly. I have lived and shared different beliefs, values, and behaviors with contrasting inhabitants of the world. I have communicated through various languages, learning how to cherish and love my neighbor without limits. Experiences, events, and encounters ignite the message to the answer of where I'm going, who I am, and who I have become. My song is the sum of all I have lived, felt, and loved. There is much to discover, and everything I experience radiates light. My life has become a pilgrimage to the human heart. Every culture of the world has mystical places and magical atmospheres breathing poetical spiritual exuberance. When I first arrived in the Sierra Tarahumara, I was a musicologist. But the atmosphere here radiated light and vitality so intensely that it transformed me. Over 30 years ago, I made a life-changing decision. I moved to the place where I felt that life began. This place is an open book of nature. Every setting and every landscape became my inspiration. A silent place where I can listen to the songs of the stars and find the essence of life. I finally found myself in tune with my ideals and this world around me. Here is where love is born. He who loves music loves life. Anywhere where music is perennial, language knows no barriers. I now live in the center of all creation, a place where the sun dies every night and is reborn at the dawn of every new day. For 11 years, I shared a cave as a dwelling place with my native companions. Their kindness and joyful lifestyle became a bond of brotherhood. Every day they would ask me to play music on my solar piano so rain may fall and nurture the crops. Our daily life here reveals the human values we have buried under the name of civilization. We often forget that the genuine role of men and women is to live fully and not merely exist. The longer I live among the families that have come to form part of my deepest inner being, the more I understand the brevity of time and the great value of each moment in this unusual yet poetic environment. This is an insight that profoundly influences my constantly evolving values and ideals. We are truly our own creators. We carry omnipotence within us, but we often choose to bury our spiritual vitality deep in the weight of our ephemeral self. This odyssey that we call life isn't always engaging or pleasant, but the journey towards revealing our inner self is meant to change us, stir our hearts, plant a seed of love, and open our minds to the awakening of the soul. Let's return to what nature intends us to be. There is no end to all that we can explore and learn from the soul of the Rarámuri. My friends, my brothers and sisters, my family. Here I find my true self, in my original essence. Life is like a perplexing journey through a dark labyrinth, wandering through the night, where no shadows exist. Through the eyes of the Rarámuri, we need to blindly trust that it is only afterward that our life becomes a fully coherent story. Everything initiates. Before we think, it begins. Fire, the solar consciousness that establishes a channel of communication between earth and sky.
Arahu hipe ari chujo ara ijaba pe kwa ra idlim nari ta ijaba hip gonna priya pide we yenira na e kawichi wichimo uchkeri na priga bide nan karwa hena na bide wi wa ramachua wa tampo ke me te machiri sinekachi te chiriga bra karwa na priga bide nan nirach ku karwa tamini sera na echo na honsa abra sebre niruboni na ponate ichaga kupo na ponate bahiba ba wi kom aniruya sebre da ni wichukupani di abchua ho na priga bide nana chiriga.
According to the oral stories of the forefathers, there was a very handsome man, one who sang and danced the most beautiful melodies ever heard in the land.
Di chona hona abrwa ada tibu sare hipe aminabi na priga ide kuwirga orat kare tamponi raja aboni natri nira na prigate rara isargate triho ampana ina pona triho na pomi triho ma man pideme chiriga abruga nirat kare ishenira natriga apu ma pomi pidem kare chiriga ani bide ocheram chabe we kita sukawan la bide Piria wa merbani piria wi echbrak ku nap tampue ku wirga bide nare eriga bide nihasi dera bide ku wamtri.
Dancing and singing, pounding firmly into the rock floor, the water finally started to retreat.
Bide ba wi nap kisana wa echda ku nap tam takwam nira echirigar nga aneram tam nihe te tampo bueno te kere manari nihe no nora
Every day he would stamp on the floor with his never-ending hypnotic dancing, and in the process, this created rivers and creeks. The ravines and mountains were formed, and the land became fertile and promised good farming. The animals descended from the hills, and now there was more space to continue dancing and singing in the darkness. Until one day, a sunbeam appeared and radiated through the opening dark clouds, scattering light all over the land. Then the Tarahumara mountain range was created, but every time the sun went down, they would start dancing again, singing, imploring the daylight to remain. Over time, their chants and incantations brought moonlight into the night. And for centuries, the sun and the moon reigned over the earth, while their inhabitants kept dancing to their new gods. Suddenly, on a bright, clear day, the moon obscured the sun, bringing darkness again.
O a ver, chate. Cuando pasan el eclipse de la luna, viene a veces uno como culebra, como víbora grande. A veces la noche, sí, la noche, y tiene miedo. Cuando se ve eso muy mal, dice, es que tapa, y pues. Entonces la gente tiene miedo y piensa que están matando al Dios. Sí, por eso hacen mucha oración eso, porque va a pasar un día mal. No sirve cosecha, la siembra, maíz, no sabemos. Cualquier día, no sabemos. Pues hay que hacer siempre seguido oración. Pues hay que tranquilo, quieto, así, calmado. Sí. Silencio, pensando mejor. Que pase, que crezca otra vez el sol, la luna. Hay que bailar, hay que calentar aguas calientes. Hay que tirarla para arriba, para que ayude, para que arregle otra vez.
Little did they know that this eclipse was the birth of the morning star between the sun, the father, and the moon, the mother. This stellar new dawn sprouted the origin of the Rarámuri as we know them today. The birth of the Rarámuri was a moment of great significance. Since their emergence, they perceived the motion and behavior of their environment as something sacred. They have learned from the open book of nature how to balance their needs in a mutual transcendence of justice and equilibrium. Every Rarámuri acts as an ensemble. The life purpose is to learn to live in harmony with the universe. But they don't try to modify these principles. Instead, they acknowledge them because their culture has a profound philosophical sense of the invisible. Now strong enough and skilled with the wisdom of nature, they departed from the center of the earth to explore the horizon where the sun is born. The peoples of the Tarahumara Territory are only called Rarámuri when they have walked the right path toward the sun. The word Rarámuri does not only mean the light-footed ones, but also one who walks well.
Napomiti navare echirga que prakuan ku ninavo ali evacham chopurbani napriga que tasi okorma virena solo chirika chirbani pacham chop ani nasva minava cham chopi pebra avep kunawavire echirga ali pea avep purbani echirga upana natlinira vire natlihuna.
The Rarámuri teach us that our soul is immortal. First it walks the earth, then the breath of life spirals through the infinite universe where it will live forever. These teachings have taught me how to walk toward my solar vitality, the right path to Riviga, the home of the soul, an infinite loop of rebirth that opens windows to the secrets of wisdom and knowledge, the exploration of the divine. Magic. The circular sound of the violin is a natural hidden marvel when played by the Rarámuri. Its sound builds resilient vibrations that can direct and control energy, a magical effect that influences our sensibilities. It represents the cycle of life. Nothing ends forever. There is no such thing as death, but when we interact with nature, miraculous things happen. To understand and feel this force, one needs to dance and enter the looping pulse of life. The continual mesmerizing steps oscillate over the floor, imitating the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Se toca el tambor, es como el corazón de Dios aquí en la tierra. Para no dormir y estar atentos, haciendo el bien, caminando un buen camino. Y el chapareque es el palo el quiote del maguey. Y es el instrumento más antiguo de todo el norte de aquí de México. Y entonces se hace la melodía adentro de la boca con los armónicos. Es como una oración para que Tateyoshi vaya preparando la temporada de aguas, vaya haciendo como un mapa cuándo debe de llover y cuándo no. No se debe tocar en otro tiempo porque eso descompone los tiempos. Aquí pues la música va más allá de las palabras y con eso se habla con nuestro Creador. Es un modo de crear armonía y equilibrio entre nosotros y nuestro Dios Padre y Madre, Onoruame. The vibrations of this cycling sound helps us understand the unity in everything. This structured harmony is where the enigma of life makes perfect sense. It amplifies the expression of life.
Raicha maripikwa raicha maramije que está suave bikamachivan raicha nari namuti hare nari hare mayeni ai chaya namut hare nari koamtri namutri apria que está rara copo minam tienda tirkach que suba un pawinami hare au meramga que rara ko amayeni asuba un pawinami nari rara ko wa que vine suave chaya ko abinami na yencho nari Sirgan dichura pe ada mayen ne hapre nari ke suba po na me bina chi suba ga yan cha nari maprga nari hapara macik nari chichuame hada oche bna mayo ni hega ke oche ram tuani ke arvine swago chaya nari chiwe namut na chiwa na vita na sauga chaya yancho nari awi kana mut company happen hapte no chahe na ikauchi happen at pire tam holdi yancho nari chaya pani te pachi nari muni.
Music cleanses its purity with transparency, which is why the Rarámuri yearns to be in tune with that which is eternal and cyclical. They dance so that the world will continue. They dance so that the sun never dies. The Rarámuri understands death as a constant evolution in the timelessness of space. When a Rarámuri looks at the stars, he sees all his brothers and sisters that have passed away. They are now bright heavenly bodies, sublimely elevated into infinity, where dreams reveal the spiritual condition of our soul.
Tiga huku mapatona nire tukuti hona opatona hona uera tiga huku kakbani tiga iwera no kuchipatla kusua bata wera kakbani tiga huku ni opatga nire tukuti hona ide tena va tiga hel mide pana tim tio na nire makori ukati makusan ukati na huku kakbani tiga iwera no kusba warwan na tiga iwera sa tiga ni marapani kakbani Kuki hona ide tali nire eto na ete tiga huko tiga wera no kuwa ro uwa baka gamne raupa tiga hupa.
My eyes discern a last trembling light, oscillating with memories between reality and dreams. I hear the murmur, the weeping and the suffering of the oppressed, recounting stories of anguish, distress, cruelty, and tyranny. Their faces are pale, shriveled, wrinkled, and disheartened by their worries. Tormented canticles pour from their lips in painful laments. Living with the Rarámuri and seeing the scarcity and neediness, I comprehend that to help is not to interfere and change customs according to our preconceived judgments. True support is helping a neighbor to help himself without wanting to alienate him from his culture and make him the same as everyone else. I find that the best way to love someone is not to change them, but instead to help them reveal the best version of themselves. A lasting current of confidence and affection will open the doors of the human heart. I believe I brought light and hope to those who listened to the music of my life. My inner music creates abundant echoes in the receptive, sensitive souls who share life with me. Today, I've experienced my entire life from the beginning. Now, more than ever, I feel like I am the ebb and flow of the sea of life that once flooded this earth. I have shared my essence, exploring who I am, and roaming through the answers to my queries. I revolve in a spiraling eternal circle. I was, I am, I will be. Soon the time may come when I oscillate in those whispers, hesitating, waiting, lingering at the threshold of the portal of eternity. I converge, open and expand, writing the song of mankind. I will continue sailing in the vast open sea like a pilgrim returning to his origin, like a drop caught by the wind and taken to the heights in a cloud to descend anew over a blooming meadow in the highlands. This is the supreme moment I have been waiting for. All the others have only been an overture. The soul becomes a butterfly upon death, so it can soar gently on its journey to the 3 mountains in the sky.